In this video, we're going to explain everything you need to know to travel to the Amalfi Coast. The most complete video you'll watch today about this destination, covering Positano, Amalfi, Ravello, Capri, and the best tips. So let's get started. The Amalfi Coast, in Italy, is one of the most beautiful and desired places in the world. It's a stretch of coastline in southern Italy, famous for its mountains that plunge into the turquoise sea, its winding roads, and its colorful villages hanging from the cliffs. It's a destination of luxury, romance, and breathtaking landscapes. Let's start with the main attractions, the places you can't miss. The main star is Positano. It's the vertical city, the most famous postcard of the coast. The main attraction is the town itself, walking through the narrow alleys, descending the steep staircases, seeing the colorful houses covered in bougainvillea flowers, and admiring the ceramic dome of the church. The main beach is pebbly, and renting a chair and umbrella there is extremely expensive, costing over 50 euros. The best way to see Positano is from the sea. Take a water taxi to get the classic view of the town climbing the mountain. Next, we have Amalfi, the town that gives the coast its name. Historically, it was the most important town in the region, a maritime power. The heart of Amalfi is the Duomo di Sant'Andrea, the Cathedral of St. Andrew. It's a spectacular cathedral at the top of a giant staircase. The ticket to visit the cloister and museum costs about 4 euros. Amalfi is also the main transportation hub on the coast, where most buses and ferries depart from. From Amalfi, you must go up to Ravello. This is the best-kept secret. Ravello is not on the beach. It's on top of the mountain, 350 meters high. To get there, you need to take a bus or taxi from Amalfi, a 25-minute trip. Ravello is the city of calm and views. The unmissable attraction is Villa Simbrone. You pay a ticket of about 8 euros to enter the gardens and walk to the Terrace of Infinity, a viewpoint with marble statues that offers the most beautiful and moving view of the entire coast. A full-day trip that is mandatory is the island of Capri. Capri is not technically part of the Amalfi Coast, but it's right in front of it. You take a ferry from Positano or Amalfi. The trip takes 30 to 50 minutes and is expensive, about 40 to 50 euros for a round trip. Arriving in Capri, take the funicular up to the Piazzetta, the famous little square. From there, take a bus to Anacapri, the highest part of the island, and take the chairlift up to Monte Solaro. The most famous attraction is the Blue Grotto, or Grotta Azzurra, but be prepared for lines and to pay about 30 euros for the short boat ride. The boat tour around the island to see the Faraglioni rocks is, in our opinion, even better. Finally, although it's not on the coast, most people combine the trip with the ruins of Pompeii. It's a fascinating day trip. The ancient Roman city was buried by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. You walk on 2,000-year-old streets. The ticket costs about 22 euros. The best way to get there is by train, from Sorrento or Naples. An important tip that will save you time and money is to buy tickets for attractions and tours in advance. Buying on the spot is always more expensive, and the most famous tourist spots like the ferries to Capri and tickets for Pompeii can have huge lines. We'll leave the link on the QR code on the screen and in the description to the site where we always buy tickets and tours for the best price. It's the largest tour site in the world and has practically everything there. Tickets for Pompeii and Herculaneum, the boat tour around Capri, guided tours to the Blue Grotto, and the ferry transfers between the coastal towns. All at the best price, and you can buy in any currency, saving on fees. And they have free tours that are great. And remember that in the link below, we always organize everything you need to plan your entire trip for the best price. The sites we use to plan our trips and that have everything much cheaper: international travel eSIM, travel insurance at half price, tickets for all the attractions we mentioned, the good and cheap hotels we've stayed at, the car rental comparator, and the global account to carry euros paying much lower fees. And the links already contain automatic discounts, as we are always updating them. So save this page to your favorites and use it when planning. It will make your trip much easier and save you a lot of money. When is the best time to visit the Amalfi Coast? The best time by far is the shoulder season. We recommend May and June in the spring, or September and October in the fall. In these months, the weather is perfect, warm enough to swim. The days are long and the crowds are a bit smaller. We strongly recommend avoiding the months of July and August. This is the summer, the high season. The region gets unbearably crowded. The buses are full, the roads are gridlocked, and hotel prices triple. Winter, from November to March, is very quiet. Many hotels and restaurants close, the ferry service is suspended, and the weather is cold and rainy. And how many days to stay on the Amalfi Coast? To see the basics, which would be Positano, Amalfi, and Ravello, the bare minimum is 4 full days. But to do a complete trip, including the boat trip to Capri and a day for Pompeii, the ideal is 7 days. With 7 days, you can stay in one base city and explore the others calmly, without the hassle of changing hotels. Staying in a good area will make your trip much easier. This is the most important decision of your trip. You have 3 main base options. The first option, and the one we recommend most for logistics, is Sorrento. Note, Sorrento is not technically on the Amalfi Coast. It's on the Bay of Naples, on the other side of the peninsula. But why is it the best base? Because it has a train station that easily takes you to Pompeii and Naples, and it has the largest port, with more ferry options to Capri, Positano, and Amalfi. Also, hotels and restaurants in Sorrento are significantly cheaper than in Positano. The second option is to stay in the heart of it all, Positano. This is the luxury experience. The advantage is waking up and sleeping in that postcard setting. The disadvantages are many. It's the most expensive town of all. Hotels are absurdly expensive. You will walk up and down thousands of stairs every day, and the transport logistic is poor. There's no train station and the port is small. The third option is the middle ground, staying in Amalfi. Amalfi is a real historic town. It's beautiful. It's right in the middle of the coast, and it has the best transport hub on the coast, with many ferries and buses. It's cheaper than Positano, though still expensive. We created this custom map, which explains exactly which is the best region. For a first trip, we recommend Sorrento. We'll leave the link to this map here on the QR code, on the screen, and in the video description. We created it on the hotel site we always use, as it always has the best prices. There, you can put in your travel dates and see all the hotel options within that location, at the lowest prices. We'll also leave links to the hotels where we've stayed. There's one that is very cheap and super well located in Sorrento, and another that's a dream in Positano, for those who want luxury. They are great options. An important tip to save on lodging is the advance booking strategy. The good affordable hotels here sell out 6 to 8 months in advance. This is why we love using this website. Besides having the lowest prices, it has free cancellation for almost all hotels. You can book as early as possible to guarantee a much lower price, and if you need to cancel later, it's super easy and costs nothing. Now let's talk about transportation. How to get around the Amalfi Coast? This is the hardest part. The first option is renting a car. Let's be direct. We do not recommend renting a car if you go in high season, from May to September. Why? The road is beautiful, yes, but it's extremely narrow, full of sharp turns, and the traffic is hellish. You will spend hours at a standstill. And the worst part? There is no parking. In Positano, parking in a paid lot can cost 8 to 10 euros per hour, which is over 50 euros per day. It's stress that isn't worth it. The second option is the SITA bus. It's the cheapest option. A ticket costs a few euros and connects all the towns. The disadvantage, in summer, they are packed. You might wait in line for an hour and still have to stand, squeezed, on those winding roads. The third option, and in our opinion the best of all, are the ferries. The ferries connect Sorrento, Positano, Amalfi, and Capri. They are fast, comfortable, you don't hit traffic, and you get the most beautiful view of the coast, which is the view from the sea. The downside is the price. Each leg costs an average of 20 to 25 euros, but it's worth it. So, our logistic recommendation is stay in Sorrento or Amalfi, and use the ferries to move between towns. To go to Ravello, take the local bus from Amalfi. For those who still want to rent a car, the most important tip is to book in advance online using a price comparator. It's always much cheaper. We'll leave the link to the comparator we use in the description. Mandatory documentation for travelers. To enter Italy, which is part of the European Schengen area, you need two things. First, your valid passport, and second, travel insurance. Unlike the United States, travel insurance in Europe is mandatory under the Schengen Treaty, with a minimum coverage of 30,000 euros. They can ask for proof of your insurance at immigration. We never travel without it, and in the link in the description, there's the comparator we use that always finds the insurance at half the price. And be aware, soon, an electronic travel authorization called ETIAS will also be mandatory, so check on that before you travel. Let's talk shopping. The Amalfi Coast is famous for its crafts. The most classic purchase is hand-painted ceramics. The town of Vietri sul Mare, at the end of the coast, is the capital of ceramics, with better prices. In Positano, the beach fashion is famous, especially the white linen clothing. And of course, limoncello. The region is famous for its sfusato lemons, which are gigantic. You'll find shops selling bottles of limoncello, the lemon liqueur, everywhere. And the tax-free tip applies to the whole country. Ask for the tax-free form on purchases over 70 euros in the same store. Validate it at the kiosks at your last airport before leaving Europe. And for those who are new here to the channel, welcome. Our mission is to help you travel more and better around the world. If you're enjoying it, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It helps us a lot. Speaking of gastronomy, the food here is Mediterranean, fresh, and delicious, focused on seafood and, of course, lemon. You have to try spaghetti alla vongole, which is spaghetti with clams. You must try the original insalata caprese, with tomatoes, fresh buffalo mozzarella, and basil. And the local dessert is the delicia al limone, a light cake with lemon cream. We'll give you 3 restaurant suggestions. For a cheap and fun option in Amalfi, go to Cuopo d'Amalfi. It's a small window that sells paper cones, or quapi, full of freshly fried seafood, like squid and shrimp. It costs about 12 euros. For a mid-range meal with an incredible view in Positano, we recommend Il Tridente. at the Hotel Poseidon. Having dinner there watching Positano light up costs about €100 per person, but it's unforgettable. For an absolute luxury experience in Positano, La Sponda, at the Le Cyrenus Hotel, is one of the most romantic restaurants in the world, lit by 400 candles. It's extremely expensive. Expect to spend over €300 per person. And how much does it cost to eat on the Amalfi Coast? It's one of the most expensive regions in Italy. A full Big Mac combo in Sorrento costs about €12. A bottle of water at a restaurant can cost €6. The golden tip is, ask for a carafe d'eau. It's a carafe of tap water, and it's free. A glass of local wine costs about €7. A budget meal, like a quapo or a slice of pizza, is under €20. A full dinner at a mid-range restaurant with a view will be around €50 to €80 per person. And the tip? Service is usually included. It's not mandatory like in the US, but it's kind to leave 10% if you were very well served. What about nightlife? The nightlife on the Amalfi Coast is focused on long, romantic dinners. It's not a party destination, with the exception of Positano, which has the most famous club in the region, Music on the Rocks, a club inside a cave on the beach. In Amalfi and Sorrento, the evening program is to grab a gelato and walk around the main square. Traveling with kids? Honestly, it's not the easiest destination for small children. Positano is full of stairs, which is a nightmare for strollers. The beaches are pebbly, which can hurt their feet. And the ferry and bus rides can be tiring for them. If you want to go with children, the best base is Sorrento, which is a flat city, with more infrastructure and hotels with pools. Combining your trip? The gateway to the Amalfi Coast is Naples. You will need to fly into Naples. So, the ideal is to combine the trip. Spend at least one day in Naples to eat the original pizza, which is the best in the world. The classic itinerary is fly to Rome, take a 1-hour high-speed train to Naples, and from there, start your journey to the coast. You can also visit the ruins of Pompeii and Herculaneum, which are between Naples and Sorrento. If you liked the video, like and subscribe to our channel to always travel more and better around the world. Thank you very much, and have a great trip.